Right now at 10, life-saving legislation. Governor Evers signs a La Crosse lawmakers bill to help Wisconsinites identify the presence of a powerful drug.
And 2 years after a failed referendum, the Sparta Area School District is trying again. Officials say cuts are coming even if it passes.
Plus, a new scholarship coming to Viterbo to inspire women to go to medical school.
Watching WKDT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
The Eau Claire man accused of shooting a crossbow at his neighbors wants to represent himself in court for now. 35-year-old Robert Willie is charged with first-degree recklessly endangering safety and disorderly conduct. At Willie's preliminary hearing today, the State Public Defender's Office said they haven't been able to find him a lawyer yet. Willie asked to proceed anyway. The judge then said a consequence of that would be that he can't redo this hearing once he has a lawyer. Willie again requested to proceed. Both Willie and an Eau Claire PD detective testified at the hearing. His arraignment is in mid-April. A week from today, voters in Monroe and Jackson counties will decide whether the Sparta Area School District will receive a $1.5 million operational referendum spread out over the next 2 academic years to help maintain current staffing levels and maintenance. Now, a similar referendum that failed 2 years ago has the district eyeballing some tough options.
News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall breaks down the numbers and explains why the district is expecting a difficult financial future, pass or fail. Jeremy.
Emily, in 2022, the Sparta Area School District asked voters for $2.1 million. That measure failed by 42 votes, forcing the district to close Cataract Elementary. While this year's referendum is asking for far less, Superintendent Sam Russ says even if it passes, he's still expecting a budget shortfall. Inflation, declining enrollment, and 2 years without revenue increases from the state have left the Sparta Area School District in a bind. If next week's referendum passes, Superintendent Sam Russ says there will still be possible reductions.
The Board of Education's already approved a delay in infrastructure and technology for about $680,000, along with some building budgets. So we do have a large portion of that already taken care of.
The school board estimates the general fund balance to decrease over the next 3 years and expenses to increase to the point that without this year's referendum, the district would have no use of fund balance by the 2025-2026 school year.
72% of our operating budget is staffing. We have to look at our staffing levels. So we are looking to use through attrition. We're talking about resignations, retirements.
Nonetheless, Russ says there won't be layoffs and they'll do everything they can to keep programs intact.
We're not looking to reduce opportunities for kids in any way this year at all. We're looking to do things internally, delaying as much as we can.
And if the referendum passes, or if the referendum fails, the district will consider another operational referendum in November. Ken and Emily.
All right, thank you, Jeremy. More than 1,800 Wisconsinites died from a drug overdose in 2022. A new law targeting a powerful drug is looking to reduce that number. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers was in La Crosse today to sign Senate Bill 875 into law. The legislation decriminalizes xylazine testing strips, making it easier for people to keep themselves safe. The CDC describes xylazine as a non-opioid sedative not approved for human use. The drug can be life-threatening and is especially dangerous when combined with fentanyl and other opioids. La Crosse Representative Jill Billings wrote the legislation after a Gunderson doctor expressed his concern that the drug could become more common in the area. The new law is modeled after a 2022 law that legalized the use of fentanyl testing strips, and legislators hope it has a similar impact.
We know that when we legalize fentanyl testing strips, people were more likely to use less, to use with a friend, and to let their community know that there is this dangerous drug present. So we know that xylazine test strips will save lives.
In the past year, there have been 1 confirmed overdose death attributed to xylazine in La Crosse. Unlike fentanyl, Narcan does not reverse the effects of a xylazine overdose. That's why officials say detecting and preventing xylazine from being ingested is so crucial.
Minnesota Governor Tim Walz celebrated public education efforts in his State of the State address tonight. Walz delivered his address from Owatonna and spent time touting his administration's investment in public education. Walz says the state used some of a major budget surplus to get better pay for teachers, expand mental health resources, and offer free meals for every public school student.
The data shows 30% more kids are eating breakfast, 11% more kids are eating lunch at school than before, truly illustrating the scope of the problem that we're trying to tackle.
Walz says the state can invest more, particularly when it comes to gun control. The state did pass a red flag law last year, which allows courts to temporarily take guns away from people in crisis and to strengthen background checks for gun purchases. But he called for stricter penalties for things like straw buyers who purchase guns for people with criminal records. Walz says tougher gun laws will keep Minnesota kids safe.
When you come into high school, you should be worried about pop quizzes and prom dates, not mass shootings. And that's why, as governor, I've made it a point to move towards responsible gun ownership and take the NRA on these issues.
Walz also calling for support for his nearly $1 billion infrastructure borrowing plan to fund things like water safety, transportation, and public housing. He hopes Republicans will reach across the aisle to support that plan. A broken power pole disrupted several thousand Xcel Energy customers in the Holmen area today. Holmen PD says it first got a report around 1:45 this afternoon of a blown transformer down Holmen Drive between Garter Road and Empire Street. Xcel Energy says that knocked out power for 2,100 residents for 45 minutes. That pole holding that transformer then caught fire around 4 and eventually broke around 6:20, which then knocked out power for 4,300 customers. Xcel crews got power back about a half hour after that. Police in the meantime have set up barricades for both lanes of traffic during that stretch of Holmen Drive while Xcel continues to clear up the downed lines. As of now, that stretch remains barricaded, so anyone in the area should use Main Street to get around the area.
Well, we had a little bit of mixture of rain and snow today, and boy, did you need that winter coat. It was biting outside.
Yeah.
It's 20-something degrees right now, and it's expected to stay cold, but more dry tomorrow.
It's going to be dry, but we're definitely going to have the cold temperatures once again. I even got the coffee there going up in the thing too, because you're going to definitely need it too. As you look outside right now, we do have temperatures pretty much in the 20s, as we already mentioned. The problem as we go into it, we see that there we go. Got the radar coming up. We do have a few little flakes of snow continue to go across the area, but temperatures are in the low 20s. So although snow won't accumulate, we will have to keep an eye on some slick spots. So there's some moisture that does remain, at least on the less traveled roads. Overall, if we time out, we might continue to see a few flurries, especially north and east of Eau Claire overnight. A few breaks of clouds, but notice the temperatures continue to fall back into the low 20s and even to the teens too, along with that wind too. So you will wake up to a little bit of a wind chill in the teens. The temperatures will not climb much, only into the upper 20s with a little bit more sun towards La Crosse in the afternoon. Eau Claire is probably going to see more cloud cover and maybe a few flakes of snow even through tomorrow afternoon. Once again, you can see the wind chills will be in the single digits for the teens. Temperatures only getting up into the upper 20s. They may not reach 30. Now, minus the snow, we do have a cold Wednesday, but we do have some Easter forecasts coming up. We do have the return to the 50s, and I'll break down whether Easter looks good, dry, and what the temperatures look like beyond that all a bit later in the broadcast.
All right, I like the sound of 50s again. Sounds good. Thank you, Greg. A new distribution center is coming to West Salem. First Supply announcing plans to build a new 308,000 square foot distribution facility. The company already has locations across the region, including centers in La Crosse and Toma. First Supply provides building supplies, including HVAC, plumbing, and lighting. The marketing communications manager says the new building will streamline distribution and expand inventory access for customers. The new facility will also add a hands-on training center. This comes as First Supply expects to add about 100 jobs over the next couple of years. Construction on the new facility begins in April.
Viterbo University is offering a new scholarship starting this fall. University officials announcing the estate of Dr. Joan Genrich gifted the university over $1 million to create the scholarship. She graduated from Viterbo in 1960. The scholarship will go to female students at Viterbo looking to enter medical school. According to Viterbo, the late doctor designed the gift in appreciation of her Viterbo education and to encourage female college students to join the same profession she loved and valued.
The city of La Crosse held an open house discussing plans for bicycle and pedestrian travel. The city has been working on a new bike and pedestrian master plan for about 9 months now. The last time it was updated was back in 2012. Tonight was the second round of community input, and residents' main concerns were connections between existing bike paths and winter maintenance. La Crosse's associate planner wants to make sure your voice is heard.
We want to make sure that everyone in the community is getting their input put into this plan, and so that's what our goal is today with the second round of public engagement.
The city is hoping to finish the plan by the summer. If you have any ideas for the master plan, you can express them at forwardlacrosse.org. The link will be on our website.
A search suspended for at least 6 construction workers after a Baltimore bridge is destroyed.
The reason for the bridge's collapse and why federal investigators are on the scene.
During Markdown Madness at Dahl Auto, choose from over 1,300 vehicles with special sales event pricing. Then make no payments until June, plus get $250 in accessories. Make a fast break to Dahl Auto.
So, all of us are here to talk about trading. Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See, $830 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
You drive a hard bargain. Boom. Chocolate milk.
You don't have to trade.
I'll take the chocolate milk.
Okay.
Get $830 off any phone. No trade-in needed. US Cellular. Built for us.
You made a cow. Actually, it's a piggy bank. My inspiration to start saving.
How about a more solid way to save?
I'm listening.
Well, BMO helps get your savings habit into shape with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward?
And there's a cash bonus when you open a new checking account to get you started.
Wow. Anything you can't do?
Mugs.
BMO.
Have your own 5-star experience at Dahl Auto.
Two dozen National Transportation Safety Board members are on site investigating the shocking destruction of one of Baltimore's critical bridges after a cargo ship hit it early Tuesday morning.
Rescuers spent the day desperately searching for 6 construction workers who were presumed dead by their employer. Ryan Hughes has the latest from Baltimore County, Maryland.
The U.S. Coast Guard announced it suspended its search Tuesday evening, saying it doesn't think more survivors of the Baltimore bridge collapse would be found.
At this point, we do not believe that we're going to find any of these individuals still alive.
Earlier, FBI divers using robotic cameras were searching for 6 construction workers who were on the bridge when it collapsed early Tuesday. 2 survivors were pulled from the chilly water.
The whole bridge just fell out.
Video shows the moment the massive container ship slammed into a support column of Baltimore's Francis Scott Key Bridge, sending a large portion of the structure into the Patapsco River. Sources tell CBS News multiple alarms rang out on the ship after several failed attempts to fix the ship's loss of propulsion. The pilot issued a mayday call, giving officials time to stop traffic on the bridge.
They undoubtedly saved innumerable amount of lives.
The NTSB is leading the investigation. They want to examine the voyage data recorder.
It will be critical. It's a critical piece of our investigation, which is why we have a recorders team here.
The Singapore-flagged vessel was headed from Baltimore to Sri Lanka, going 9 miles per hour. None of the crew was hurt. U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg thanked first responders, including those searching the water, and said the region faces a long road ahead.
But we will rebuild together.
The Port of Baltimore is one of the busiest in the country. It's closed for now and won't reopen until authorities remove all the debris and re-dredge the river. Ryan Hughes, CBS News, Baltimore County, Maryland.
President Biden has said the federal government will, quote, move heaven and earth to reopen the port and pay for the rebuilding. Rewarding actions that go hand in hand.
The latest evidence, your time at the gym and your time asleep are linked.
Yeah, we got Easter weekend coming up, but we got a cold start and dry conditions at least up to Easter. But I'll time out. We'll see any precipitation through Easter and what those temperatures look like. All that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
We forge steel bars that hold up bridges, propel ships, and send rockets into space.
But for years, China's been lowballing their prices, so it's been tough to compete.
We can't let China steal Wisconsin jobs, so I wrote a law to require American infrastructure projects use American iron and steel.
Tammy Baldwin got President Trump to sign her Made in America bill.
And then she got President Biden to make it permanent.
I'm Tammy Baldwin. I approve this message.
Tammy Baldwin has our back.
It's spring bonus season. Time to take control of your spring in a new Ford truck. Get started with exclusive spring bonus offers at your local Northland Ford dealers. Then own the season behind the wheel of your new Ford. Whether you're looking for power or capability, there's a Ford truck waiting for you at your local Northland Ford dealers. Get in the driver's seat today. Get an F-150 XLT with 1.9% financing for 72 months, plus up to $2,000 in total savings, and for a limited time, an extra $1,000 in spring bonus cash.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. Whether you're ready to hit the road, tackle the yard, or start a new project, we get you the right products at the right prices. Like 20-pound bags of Blaine's brand black oil sunflower seed, just $12.99. These Scott's Turf Builder products start at $64.99 after sale and mail-in rebate. All Longfield spring bulbs, 15% off. And all Bucket Boss tool bags and accessories, 20% off. We get you outdoors because we get you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Sounds good.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now, bring home select VX and L-Series tractors for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months. Contact your Kubota dealer for details.
Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships in Menominee, Baldwin, Osseo, and Arcadia. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
A new study shows people who exercise regularly sleep better.
Researchers at Reykjavik University in Iceland conducted the study.
They followed more than 4,300 people over a 10-year period. Study found people who exercised on a regular basis were 55% more likely to be normal sleepers, meaning they slept on average between 6 and 9 hours a night.
Previous studies have shown similar results, and some U.S. researchers say this new study may provide doctors with a new tool to prescribe patients who suffer from insomnia.
How about that? All right. Well, in the meantime, we've gotten a good mix of wet weather, whether it's snow or rain.
We needed it.
We have needed it, but things are going to get a lot chillier now, Greg.
Yeah, at least for a couple days, and then we'll kind of get back to where we should be. Average high temperature is around 50 degrees right now. Time we get to early April, low 50s. Middle of April, we should be almost near 60. So they're coming up, but we're definitely going to feel the chill. Flurries still will continue overnight, and for far northern areas, probably tomorrow too. No accumulation expected with any of this, but definitely cold, chilly. Temperatures in the 30s, even 20s for some areas. May not even get to 30. We will improve those temperatures as we go Thursday and especially Friday. But really, overnight, it's just going to be the cloud cover off and on. Temperatures falling back into the teens. A few flakes of snow potentially in some areas. And then tomorrow, on and off cloud cover. More clouds as you go further north, less as you go further south. But noon temperatures still in the mid-20s. And then in the afternoon, many areas up to north will struggle to get to 30, while maybe Prairie du Chien and those areas, southern area, will start to see a little bit more sun in the afternoon and may approach 40 degrees. And then we'll have more clearing skies, which will set up a very cold Thursday morning. But overall, wind chill is the one thing you will know tomorrow, given that the winds will be about 10 to 15. So single digits below, single digits above, and teens. So it's definitely going to feel cold. We'll see some improvement throughout the day, but those wind chills will make it feel more like in the teens and single digits due to that west breeze and those cold conditions. So something to keep in mind of. Once we get past that day, we're going to have really generally good conditions going into Thursday and most of Friday, and then we're going to have a series of systems, one come up from the south, and that could provide a little bit of a shower activity going into late Friday. We're talking Friday night probably as this comes through. Very spotty, not a big real thing, and it's going to actually warm the temperatures up. So it should be all in the form of rain if we see anything Friday night. We're looking at Easter weekend. It looks okay, pretty much upper 40s, low 50s, not too far from average, but we are approaching a system that's going to provide maybe some rain towards the later half of the day, but better chance as we go through Sunday. That system's going to lift north and provide that rain chance, and that really goes into Sunday night into Monday. And as right now, it looks like we're going to kind of stay on the warm side of this, but that could change as we go into Monday night into Tuesday. So this is the next system. It should impact Easter right now, but when you come back from Easter for Monday, we'll have to keep track of this one, especially where that snow rain line comes, and we'll see where that happens. But for right now, that's the next best shot of seeing any precipitation after Friday night. But for tonight, it's really going to be the cold temperatures, teens to 20s, cloud cover, a few flakes of snow. There will be that wind chill as you wake up on the single digits above and below zero. Temperature will climb up to the mid 30s to maybe upper 20s as you go further north. More clouds up to the north, a little bit more sun to the south. All in all, very cold end of the March day. And then we do start to warm up, mid 40s on Thursday and approach the mid to upper 50s by Friday, and that slight chance of rain comes into Friday night. It won't last that much. The weekend, Easter weekend, looks overall not too bad. We'll have to keep track of Sunday afternoon for a few showers potentially coming in, and then that next system. So overall, not too bad of an Easter weekend. Yeah. Won't be perfect, but low 50s is kind of where we should be anyway.
Yeah.
Sure.
As Midwesterners, did you guys ever have to do egg hunts in the snow growing up?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
I think I missed out. I think if it was snowing, we were just indoors.
Snow,
indoors,
cold, rain, whatever.
That is wild.
Just depends on when Easter fell each year.
That's true.
Yeah, I've never had a white Easter before. And
Yes.
We're not getting one.
We're not getting one
this weekend, so that's good. Okay, awesome.
Thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, the Bucks in a thriller tonight against the shorthanded Lakers. Plus, spring sports season off to a slow start due to the weather, but girls were on the pitch tonight for a season soccer opener. Rob's up next.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin, with 6 locations of fun.
We've done many, many renovations. We bought an old house and have made it into an up-to-date house. Whenever anything involves plumbing, the first call I make is to Maxwell White. Their technicians put together a great final product.
The Honda you want is here. Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Civic. Which car and driver called fun to drive? There's never been a better time to drive in the moment with Honda. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
Don't let banking be stressful. Union State Bank is a family-owned bank at the forefront of technology. Our mobile app lets you manage your finances on your time. Deposit a check, pay bills, manage your debit card, transfer funds, and receive real-time alerts. We bring banking to the palm of your hand so you can easily track your account wherever life takes you. At one of our locations or on the go, Union State Bank puts you first.
Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Big bloomin' deals all over the store during our huge spring home sale at Slumberland Furniture. Up to 50% off list means big savings. Brighten up your spring with Adirondack chairs in 5 colors. Update your living room for just $445. Relax, recline, and save as low as $249. Save up to 50% on select Tempur-Adapt floor models, plus so much more, like totally free shipping with no minimum. Shop now at the big spring home sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Whether it's a bathroom remodel or comprehensive plumbing services, we at Maxwell White strive to keep our neighbors safe and comfortable in their homes, offering honest, upfront pricing on every service, all backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Call Maxwell White today.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
It's been a struggle for the high school spring sports teams. The weather postponing almost all of our games this week so far, but we did have our season opener on the pitch this evening at Logan High School. Rangers opening the season at home. They were taking on Prairie du Chien. Hawks led by 2 at the break. Second half, Tessa Tchaikovsky-Higgins almost makes it 3-0, but with less than 5 seconds to go, Jasmine Olmstead finds the twine as time expires. The juniors all pumped up. Olmstead puts it in right before the final whistle blows. The Hawks open the season with a shutout win as Prairie du Chien takes it 3-0, the final score. Well, I got this info directly from the man himself. GET's Cody Schmitz will announce which college he plans on committing to next Tuesday. Three-time Cooley Conference Player of the Year led the Red Hawks to the sectional final this past season. GET coming up just one win short of the state tournament. Well, it was a disappointing season for the Badgers, but one of the bright spots all year was A.J. Storr, the sophomore guard, declaring for the draft on his social media page earlier today. Storr does plan on maintaining his college eligibility, so depending on his draft projection over the next few months, there's still a chance he could return to Madison next season. If not, what an impact Storr made in such a short period of time. The St. John's transfer averaged just under 17 points a game, shooting over 43% from the field, which earned Storr all Big Ten second-team honors in the process. Second round of the women's NIT tonight, the Golden Gophers looking good in this one. Minnesota had lost 4 of its last 5 coming into tonight, but the Gophers turned that around in a big way. They led Pacific 40-22 at half. Minnesota holds on for the win by a final of 77-62. Well, the Bucks got one of their biggest wins of the season a couple nights ago at home, a blowout victory over OKC. Milwaukee's now 21 games over 500 with just 11 games to go in the regular season. And tonight, the Bucks were looking for their 3rd straight win. Milwaukee hosting the Lakers tonight. No LeBron for LA. Bucks taking advantage of it late third. Giannis with the rebound and put back at the buzzer. Bucks up 14 after 3, but here come the Lakers in the 4th. Austin Reeves racing to the cup for 2. That cuts it to 5. Then with a minute to go, Reeves is going to pull up from 30. Lakers come all the way back and force OT. In the extra frame, Los Angeles looking for its first lead of the game. Spencer Dinwiddie makes it happen. He puts it in for 3. Lakers in front for the first time tonight. Later in OT, Bucks down until they find Dame Lillard in the corner, and it's Dame time tonight. That 3 puts the Bucks up 2. LA would tie it at the line, so the Bucks looking for the win here. They get it to Dame. Lillard goes up, but Anthony Davis there for the block. A game-saving play by AD. Let's play 5 more minutes in double overtime. Reeves again, this time with the dagger. Reeves puts LA in front for good. He finished with 29 on the night. Bucks drop a heartbreaker at home in double overtime, 128-124. As for the T-Wolves, Minnesota has quietly slipped back into the 3rd spot in the Western Conference. Despite playing some pretty good basketball, T-Wolves have won 2 straight. There's still 27 games over 500. They'll be looking for win number 50 on the season tomorrow night when they welcome in the Pistons. Going back to the Bucks, you can't lose a game like that. You're up 14 after 3. They don't have LeBron tonight, and they're just coming off of one of their biggest wins of the season. So it's like
they had
you don't
their
know
chance.
what team you're getting any given night.
Yeah, and Austin Reeves, of all people, to beat you.
Been good,
Not that he's a bad player.
But I know what you're saying.
Not a
all
superstar.
Players, you got Giannis, you got Dame. They both came to play, but Lakers are good. They beat the Celtics without AD and LeBron earlier this year.
And that is a big accomplishment for sure.
Yeah.
All right. We'll take it, I guess. Yeah. Bounce back. Bounce back, Bucks.
Exactly.
Thanks, Rob.
Okay, we'll be right back after this.
For the 2nd year in a row, Chevy Equinox has been ranked by J.D. Power #1 in new vehicle quality for compact SUVs. In other words, it's really good, right from the start. Chevy Equinox.
Do that again.
Connected by OnStar. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Equinox models, or get $1,500 cash allowance. Plus, current Chevy owners get an additional $1,000 cash allowance.
Visit HometownChevy.com.
Sounds good.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin invites you to experience the thrill of gaming like never before. With 6 locations across the state, there's something for everyone. Whether you're a slots enthusiast, a poker pro, or prefer the excitement of table games, we've got you covered. Plus, indulge in delicious dining options, live entertainment, and exclusive promotions that add even more excitement to your visit. Come join the fun at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin.
Are your windows old and drafty? Your home improvement company can help eliminate your window worries with our custom replacement windows. We'll exceed your expectations with stunning design options and top quality materials, all made in the USA. Your home improvement company provides a superior remodeling experience, and right now, buy 2 windows and get 2 free. That's right. Call now to get this amazing offer and also enjoy 0 money down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2025. Call now to take advantage of these great savings.
Ram is built to serve, and you'll find the Ram you're looking for at Pischke Motors in West Salem or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
It's last call on a Hemi V8 1500 during Ram Truck Month. Stop into Pischke Motors now to see our great selection. Ram combines power, technology, comfort, and capability with unparalleled durability, towing, hauling. Ram's V8 Hemi 1500 has you covered. Hurry in before they're all gone for good.
Start your search at Pischke.com and then drive away in your new Ram.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
A chance to lay near 2 Hollywood icons for eternity is up for auction.
That's right. Bids for a burial crypt located near Marilyn Monroe and Hugh Hefner will start at $50,000.
The auction at Julien's begins on Thursday. Previous spots closer to the pair have sold for millions of dollars. Hefner bought his spot next to Monroe for just $75,000 in 1992.
A lot of the items here people could not use. This is one practical item, maybe a little bit more expensive, but of course you get to be buried alongside some of the most famous people in the world.
I think he needs a refresher on the definition
Yeah.
of practical. Several other items related to Hefner's Playboy and Monroe's career are up for auction as well. An evening gown the actress wore in the 7-year Itch included.
There's also a program and ticket stub from President John F. Kennedy's birthday gala in 1962 when Monroe famously sang him happy birthday.
And again, like you're next to them perhaps, but it's not like you get to talk to them or meet those people.
It's just the idea that, I mean, you'd have a lot of guests come visit you, lots of flowers
Oh,
probably.
you get residual guests and
Because you'd be like
residual
right
flowers.
next to them. Yeah, exactly.
I didn't think about that.
Never be alone, never be lonely there. Exactly. Okay, we'll be right back after this.
Expect more from local politics this election year. Go to news8000.com/elections to hear from the candidates themselves. Complete and fair. News 8 Now.
At Bygoff and Rohde, we know reputation is important, and it can affect your case's outcome. If you want your case to be taken seriously, you need lawyers who are taken seriously. Bygoff and Rohde, serious injuries need serious lawyers.
There's no better time to get started on your 2024 outdoor living project than the 2024 Early Bird Home Show, which is only at the Board Store. Visit our showroom, explore the possibilities, patio covers, operable pergolas. For year-round living, consider the cabin room or the more traditional room. Stop in, arrange for a prompt free estimate on your 2024 outdoor living project during the 2024 Early Bird Home Show, only at the Board Store.
T-Mobile coverage in my area is wonderful.
We have 8 acres, and it gives you peace of mind to know that you're going to have a reliable signal.
We enjoy hiking, we enjoy the outdoors. The coverage has been great.
And after investing billions to light up our network from big cities to small towns, T-Mobile is America's largest and fastest 5G network. See for yourself. Try T-Mobile's network free for 3 months. Your phone, our network, no strings.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. Whether you're ready to hit the road, tackle the yard, or start a new project, we get you the right products at the right prices. Like 36-pound bags of Estate Crabgrass Preventer, $32.99. 20-pound bags of Blaine's brand Cardinal Songbird food, $14.99. Rewards members save an extra $1. And 5 quarts of Blaine's Full Synthetic Motor Oil, $23.99. Just $20.99 for rewards members. We get you outdoors because we get you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Things have sure changed since Osseo Automotive had its roots 100 years ago. But one thing remains the same: our commitment to service and great deals at Osseo Ford and Nels Gunderson Chevrolet. Drive home this new 2024 Chevy Equinox for just $33,445 with financing as low as 1.9%. Or this new 2023 Chevy Silverado for just $41,900 with over $10,000 in discounts and rebates. Osseo Automotive is Osseo Ford and Nels Gunderson Chevrolet, Rudy's in Whitehall, and Fountain City Ford.
Is your personal injury lawyer trying to sell you a settlement that you don't think is fair? You need a lawyer who won't settle your case just to move on to the next one. Get the full compensation you deserve. Get Bygoff and Rohde.
All right, cold to start off Wednesday. Definitely cold, more like February, and then we will warm up to the 50s by Friday.
All right, thanks a lot, Greg.
All right, you have a good one.